And the last basic widget that we want to take a look at is the icon widget. So icons are very important to making your apps intuitive, breaking up visually a lot of text. And so we're going to find out how we can put those on the screen in Flutter. And fortunately, it is really simple with Flutter. So let's take out this image that we have here. And we have a widget called an icon. And inside of the icon, we're going to do icons dot, and then we're going to have a list of all the material icons available to us. So we're using the material design system now. This is all the material design icons that are available. And if that list is not very appealing to thumb through, if we go to the widget catalog and we find icon under basic widgets, down below the example, there is a See Also section with a link for icons that advertises a list of available icons. And if we go to that class, we can see a nice visual representation of each one of those. So let's put this agriculture outlined on the screen. And there it goes. So it is very small. And so we can configure that. If we look at the properties that are available to us, there aren't that many. But one is size. And so we could say 50 for a size. I'm going to make it 100 just to make it really big. And then if we want to add some color, we could do that with the color property. So let's make it green. And that's the basics for the icon widget, which is not too extensive, very easy to use. There are other icon sets available to you besides material. We'll explore some of those later in the course. You aren't necessarily limited to material icons in your application. And that wraps up the basic widget section, and thanks for following along as we went through that. I know it can be a little tedious to go through the widgets like that, but these are the widgets that you really want to know before you dive in to your first app, and you want to know it well to be a good Flutter developer. So in the next section, we're going to take a look at how you can lay out widgets in your app. You've noticed throughout this section we have consistently put a widget on the screen, we have taken it off, we have put another one in its place, and obviously that is not the way app development works. You're going to have multiple widgets on the screen, and there needs to be a strategy for how those are laid out and how those adjust to the different device sizes. And so that's what our next unit is going to be about, mastering layouts from rows to columns to stacks, to digging a little deeper on things like containers that we covered in this unit. So we're going to get started with all of that in the next unit.